Greetings, greetings. Thank you for joining me in this moment in time and space, wherever, whenever you are. Glad you're here. I wanted to finally give you all a tour of this property that has gone by many names: Seven Heaven, Emerson House, 777 Starship, Home, the Florida House. So I received some abundance in form of an inheritance, which has been a process for me to try to utilize what to me seemed like an unfair advantage and to transmute that into something that could be a benefit for all humanity. And so this project is basically, you know, it's showing that it's sort of the fruits of that effort, and it's really blossomed, and a lot has come from this intention to really just do my best to uplift all of humanity and use the money in that way. So I just wanted to give a tour and talk a little bit about it as I show some of the work. But I had a friend helped plant some fruit trees here, and I learned from these good close friends about the no-till method, and learned a lot about how I could do backyard farming here in Florida, where there's a lot of sun and rain and it's a great environment. So this here is acerola cherry, Barbados cherry. I have yet to have any fruit from that, but it will have these nice tart cherries high in vitamin C. This strawberry tree actually did die. That's the only casualty I've had. I think it was just too sunny for it, and it was doing great. I did get a bunch of strawberry fruit, and they're so delicious. So I can always get it. I can get a different one and just plant it in a different location, because the fruit is amazing and it grew really well. I just wasn't here to water it, and I forgot to train the person adequately who was caretaking to look out, or and I also didn't know which trees would need more water than the others based on their location. Hadn't figured that out yet. You can see these little June plums. That fruit is it's hard, and it's kind of a mild flavor, lightly sweet, but really delicious. And my gut was just so happy. I mean, it nourishes just small amounts of food when you grow it yourself on your own land. My experience is that it's so much more flavorful and nutritious, and you're satiated with smaller amounts. But yet sometimes it can feel super abundant, like it did with the papaya, which I'll tell you about in a second. So I've been gone for 3 weeks, and in that time the grass really took off. So it looks a little messy back here, but there's a mango. I had a lot of leaves come out recently. I'll trim that back in the fall. This is an avocado, Donny avocado. I've yet to have any fruit, but it seems to be happy, and different from a Haas avocado that you find in the store. This is a mulberry. Now, when I got back, man, this thing like doubled in size in 3 weeks that I was gone. Anyone living in Florida who's not planting fruit trees, I just kind of question why you're here, because, I mean, this is a coconut palm. I think this needs water. This is another one that is on my radar now. I gotta keep this one watered. We've got a nice pond feature here. And then this is a Jaboticaba. This is gonna have beautiful purple fruit growing on the bark, and that'll get big. And let's see, let's go this way. So the papayas, this is really my pride and joy. It was calling to go in the ground, and I dug the hole in my hands and was caring for two angelic canines, Earth Angel Girl dogs, and they were I'm pretty sure Frederica was joining in and digging the hole for me. And I mean, look how many are there. And this is the second crop, so this had already started when I harvested about 8 big ones. I think it was back in around May. And my friend Ella was here, and we were just, oh my gosh, it was amazing. Star fruit. That had some fruit shortly after it was planted. This is gotta remember, because get them confused. Okay. I think this one's an orange. And I want to say that one's a Meyer lemon. So now, before I left, I put down a bunch of mulch, but then the grass came up. But I'm layering it and pulling it out. Because it came through the mulch, it was really easy to pull out. So this is my strategy, and then I'll get another load of mulch and put that down. And that way it's going to put all that grass, that material, it's going to put it back into the soil. And so, as opposed to just the mulch, this is adding more organic material, like living life force energy. This is why I feel I've been called to do this, because people have wanted to bring weed whackers back here, and I constantly refuse because I've done so much energetic work on the land, working with longitudinal wave technology, scalar technology. Those are 2 bananas behind me. There's Cuban oregano, spinach, Panadol. That's a pomegranate over there by the fence. And a lot of abundance here. And again, anyone who's living in Florida, all this sun and rain, a lot of other places in America, they would love to have these type of growing conditions. So we're really fortunate to be here. And so yeah, there's a lot of other projects that have been happening at this house and that are going to happen in the future, but those will be other videos. Mainly I just wanted to give you all a tour. And the key principle here is no-till mulch method. So by having these truckloads of mulch delivered from arborists that cut down trees in the neighborhood and they need somewhere to put it, it's the whole tree, and then it mimics the forest floor and it gives the nutrition back to the earth, and it's literally generating soil. Because when I came here, this was just dry dust. The dogs would run around, it would be a big black dust cloud, sandy black dust. And now it's just turning into a nature paradise, a fire pit. And so I'm really fortunate to have gotten the project this far. It's reaching the next phase. And the one thing I did want to say is that by growing food in our backyards, we can experience a higher level of quality of life. Because I'll give you an example. When these big papayas, they were huge. I sat one time and I took a whole half of a big one, and I just sat with a spoon and I started eating it. And it was so delicious and sweet and nectar and just having such a special relationship with these trees, I started to feel so much bliss and euphoria that I had to lay down on the couch and just have this beautiful euphoric experience. So I just want to demonstrate to you that this is like about upgrading our quality of life, and you can do it wherever you are in the country or around the world, really. It's available to all of us. So I hope you learned from this, or at least enjoyed seeing a little slice of heaven. But really, heaven is here on earth. We just have to believe it and want to support that to exist, and take the care of heaven so that it continues to become more heavenly all the time. And this is our fun. So much love. Thank you all for joining me. Take care.